All right, next game up on the card is SMU laying 9.5 at North Texas. And this one is interesting. It opened like 12, 12.5, I believe, and has come down, obviously, down to 9.5. And it was one of the numbers, it was one of the more, or one of the bigger discrepancies, I should say, between my numbers and the actual line. I had it like 6.5. And so I'm not surprised to see it come down, but it takes balls to bet on the North Texas squad right now. And I know typically it would take balls to bet on SMU. I'm staying away from the game completely. SMU's not used to being in a favorite role. Usually they're dogs in all of their games, and not only that are they a favorite, they're on the road and a favorite, laying over a touchdown. Again, I'm not surprised the number came down. It's a mess in North Texas. Unfortunately, they're trying to implement new systems with new personnel, and I actually was in a meeting Tuesday and heard that it's supposedly they're coming out of practice that everyone's worried. Like it's just really bad. The offense can't do anything. And SMU, they didn't have a problem scoring last year. If you look at some of their games, especially early in first quarters, first halves against some of the premier teams, whether they were just taking them lightly and then had to wake up second half or whatever, SMU could score the ball. Matt Davis, I believe, is the quarterback's name, dual threat guy who did really well, and it was the first year their coach was there implementing their offensive system, so a second year behind them there. I think they're going to take care of business to win the game. Not sure if they're going to cover the 9.5, but anyways, kind of going back to my original point about North Texas, it's a team I don't think you can back right now. I don't know if you guys heard the rumors over. I think it was just this last offseason that he might actually, or not he, but they might actually consider getting rid of the program, which is sad. It's kind of been a disaster since they've been FBS and they're losing money, no revenue from it. Why would you even use it? Or why would you have it? It could be a bad year for them in general from a futures or season win total perspective as well. So complete stay away. Just watch the game, see if Matt Davis and this SMU offense is takes even another leap here this year, and if the defense obviously can stop a team that can't even function in practice right now offensively, then they should be fine. So I don't recommend money line stuff very often. Maybe like one time a week. I think there's like a good money line piece that's around a touchdown. This one's a little too high, I think, maybe to use with another team that's laying a touchdown. But if you have another game that it's 4 or 5 point favorite that you think is going to win that you like, but you don't want to quite lay the 4 or the 5. SMU should take care of business to win this game, so it probably end up being close to even money if you did that. So that's my one recommendation in the game, but ultimately just staying off, trying to kind of get a gauge for how bad North Texas might ultimately end up being.